of your craveable faves, like medium pizza, boneless.
Crowded places, feel it sinking in. Lonely faces, say you need a friend. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibitions, I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. Getting hot, feeling low, and it's out of your control. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. But I will guide you home. Fight your battles, always by yourself. In the shadows, hear you cry for help. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibitions, I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. I know. Getting hot, feeling low, and it's out of your control. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city.
Here we go, here we go. The Gucci 24 draft show. The Gucci 24 draft show. This is where you guys are going to get to see the order. So, a little explanation. We had two users that year in, year out come and play. They come play every single game. These two users didn't miss a game, and these two users took their took their ass beatings, but they had two of the worst teams. Well, one of them had a decent team. I would say the Lions was a decent team, but he comes in every year, doesn't get the team he wants, doesn't complain, just plays his games for one. And the other one, I know him from another league. This is his first year in Gucci, but he does the same things in backyard. And they come in and they play. They don't complain about what team they get, and they just roll, you know. So sorry, I'm answering questions in the chat as we go. I chose them to pick the teams, and they got to pick their team. So they don't get to pick your team. They get to pick who they want on their side. So the whole point of this is we are doing AFC versus NFC style. AFC versus NFC. I told these two users two things. You want the most active, and you want the better team. What's up, Raylan? Thank you for the follow. Raylan's in the league. But anyway, so you want the best team, you want the best side, and you want the most active. There are going to be rewards for the best overall record, NFC, AFC each year. And there's also going to be rewards for the most active. And again, if you miss two unexcused games, just don't show, you're out. Not even three. It's not even 3 strikes, 2 and you're gone. Now we already have a wait list of 2 people. Thank you, the Mischief God. I don't know who that is. Probably someone in the league. But we already have a list of 2 on the wait list, and we haven't had to recruit outside of our own page in ever, I don't think. Like, not in like years. So if you don't play, you're out. It's that simple. Another one, Matt Kurz, thank you for the follow, dog. Okay, so team selection. The first I wanted to introduce our captains. Matt Kurz was the NFC captain. He took the Eagles, so that's going to be his squad for the year. He got first pick of the draft because the other captain got the first choice of what team they want. So Matt, Eagles NFC captain, and your AFC captain took the Bengals, and that is going to be Benjamin Grooms. So I told Benjamin, I told Matt, you two got to pick the best conference, and you want to pick the most active. And there was some strategy to it. Like some of your better users might have got picked towards the end because they could probably play better with lower teams. Like however they did it, that was on them. So here we go. You guys ready? First pick of the draft was to the NFC. First pick to the draft was the NFC, and once we go, they get picked, we can start picking the squads. So I have the list in order, and I'm going to start reaching out to them so they can pick the squads. First pick was Luke Roberts. We did tier 3 first. You had to be a tier 3. We let there's 4 tier 3 teams outside of the 2 captains. We let them get the first dibs on teams. Luke Roberts was first in the NFC. That was Matt's pick. First pick for the AFC was Mike Wells. Mike Wells was the first pick of the AFC. So these 2 guys get the first 2 picks of the draft, and they get whoever they want, whatever squad they want. Okay. Second pick for the NFC. Second pick of the NFC, another tier 3 team. Reagan Rainey. He's new to Gucci. He is. This is his first year in Gucci. You might know him as. Some of us know him as Tweety. But he got picked. He was a tier 3 squad, and the second pick for the AFC was going to be J. Nick Morris. J. Nick got the second pick. He was our last tier 3 team. Now, the next one we did, they had to take 2 on each side of tier 2 teams. So these are teams that maybe made the playoffs once or twice, but didn't really go far in the playoffs, or teams that were like always in the playoff hunt, or just out of the playoff hunt, but they had some decent seasons put together. And so the third pick of the draft, there's going to be 2 on each side. The third pick was Frank Brown. So he's going to be the third pick of the NFC. Frank got third pick of the NFC. And the third pick for the AFC, Tyler Thompson. That was Benjamin's pick. Matt's pick 4, another tier 2 team. Dylan Jimenez. He took Dylan Jimenez. Dylan made the playoffs, I think, once or twice in Gucci last year. He won Rookie of the Year for wide receiver, I think, every single year. He somehow got that. So Dylan is going to be the 4th pick of the NFC. And the 4th pick of the AFC, Will Bostater. Will got picked by Benjamin. Will made the playoffs a couple times. Again, didn't. I think he won 1 playoff game, maybe 2. But Will got the 4th pick of the AFC. Now we went after the tier 2. They got to take 1 tier 1 team. They got to take 1 team that made the playoffs consistently. One team that made the playoffs consistently, and they got to pick this next. So the first pick of the NFC was Jeff Singh. Jeff won a Super Bowl. Jeff went 17-0 and won a Super Bowl. I think Jeff made 3 or 4 NFC championships and made 2 Super Bowls total. So Jeff was the first pick on that side, so good pick for the NFC. AFC, Jake Joswiak, I want to say his last name, Jake Joswiak. He was a Panther user. He made a Super Bowl, got beat, always in the NFC Championship too. I think him and Jeff had the same number of NFC Championships, but Jeff got that Super Bowl win. So Jake will represent the tier 1s in the AFC. And now it's a free-for-all. So from here on out, it was a free-for-all. I originally had to be an admin next, but then I said, you know what? We have 32 admins going to get picked at any time. It's a free-for-all from here on out. They got to pick any user that they wanted to represent their side. And they just fire rapid texted names last night. So starts off with I got picked at the 6th pick of the NFC. And then the AFC was Galvanis, Jaguar, MBU. I couldn't fit the Jaguar in there. I had to delete some of it. But Galvanis got picked at the 6th pick, which that was one of my surprising picks because I don't even know this motherfucker knows that we have a Madden league. But he got picked there at the 6th pick. That's who AFC won. That's who Benjamin wanted to represent the AFC. NFC 7th pick, Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson got picked in the 7th pick. Sterling Juarez went with the 7th pick in the AFC. So those were your 2 AFCs. So Sterling's going to represent the AFC. Anthony Richardson was the Giants user last year, towards the end of the year. I want to say he made the playoffs or just fell short. No, he made the playoffs that year. I think he got beat by Jake. And then Sterling, Bears user, he's made the playoffs. He kind of got screwed in our end of the year sim when the league got inactive that final season. Was 10-2 or something like that, or 9-2, and lost every single game on the sim on all fair sims. So Sterling got 7th pick, good pick for him right there. 8th pick, NFC, Kawan Cope. Kawan was a Giants user for a while, and then he left the league for a little bit, wanted back in, is going to start fresh. Again, I'm giving everybody's got a fresh start. No, I like doing that. I like giving everyone a chance when the new Madden comes out. Kawan, 8th pick in the NFC. Nate Panda, 8th pick in the AFC. So Nate's a newer user, took over the Packers once Frank got inactive, and played some pretty good games, but also I think he lost some winnable games. So I think Nate, if he can get kind of that, I think Nate could be someone that can compete in an AFC, a little AFC race. 9th pick, Cecil Harper. Cecil, he had a pretty good. He didn't make the playoffs the year. Supposed to give me $50, didn't. But came back that next year, and I think he won a playoff game or got beat by Alex and gave him a good run in the playoffs. That final sim year. And then Bobby Walker is going to represent the AFC. He got the 9th pick overall. 9th pick overall in the AFC. 10th pick, NFC. 10th pick, NFC. We're getting I think there was 15 total picks, so we got 6 picks left. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 6 picks left. NFC, Trevor Ramsey. Trevor's been in and out of Gucci. He hasn't got a PS5 yet, but he is grabbing his PS5 for Gucci 24. He hit me up as we were ending the last season saying he's going to want in next year. So Rambo's coming back. AFC, Raylon Blake. Is it Raylon or Raylin? I'm going to say Raylon. Raylon, he had some pretty good. I put him in the tier 1 category. Raylon's never really been a consistent playoff team. Raylon's never been a consistent playoff team. He's been a playoff team that this year he made it. He waxed me in the playoffs. I think I ended up being a 1-score game, but he had a 21-point lead on me. I put him in a tier 1 because he made the NFC Championship that last year and made the playoffs 3 out of 4 years. So he got a 10th pick here in the AFC. Moving on, 11, Henry Boateng. I don't know much about Henry. I know that Frank brought him in, or Frank told us to bring him in, and he plays in free time with Frank. So interesting to see what he's going to do here at the 11th pick. And the AFC, Deshaun Howard. He was another tier 1. Made the playoffs. He was either here for. I think he was here for 3 years. Benji left after that first year. His PlayStation broke. But he took the Texans to the playoffs a couple times. Couldn't get past them pesky Jaguars, but he did well over there. So that was a good pick by the AFC. Dre Thomas. He is a newer user. He's got the 12th pick in NFC. He had the Ravens, and I heard he's pretty good, but his work schedule's kind of crazy, so I'm hoping that he's able to stick around with us. He's one of those users I did boot at the end of the year for not playing, but he hit me up saying he wants in and he's going to be good to play. So we're going to give him that shot to start off 24. And for the 12th pick, Clyde Love took the Eagles, dominated with the Eagles, but couldn't make that championship run. I thought he was going to make. He's going to be representing the AFC. 13th pick, Bryson Burns. Bryson was the Bucks user last year. Bryson's the Gucci creator. Bryson's the man with the plan on Gucci. He's the one who created it. I'm the one who joined his league back in 18. He kind of stepped away from us a little bit, and then me and Alex took over. But Bryson's got that 13th pick in the NFC. Aries came in super late with the Dolphins team that was destroyed, stuck around. I was hoping Aries got a higher pick just because he stuck around and played with those Dolphins. I'm hoping that the AFC is so deep. I mean, there's not too many teams in AFC I wouldn't say I would want. Maybe besides the Raiders, but they have a Max Crosby on defense. I can't really think of an AFC team that I would stay away from right now. I mean, the Texans got some rookies, so I'm hoping Aries gets a team that he likes that he can build and play with. 14th pick, Get Money said. This was the 49ers user. This was Hefe for all y'all who don't know who Get Money is. This was Hefe. Oh, not yet. This is draft order. So Get Money said Hefe, he had a pretty good I'm reading the chat. He had a good couple seasons with the 49ers and really did well with the 49ers, so I'm eager to see him in the NFC. Anthony Trella, 14th pick. 14th pick. He was the Vikings user, and he probably built the best team that I've seen in Madden and did absolutely jack shit with them. So hopefully he keeps the build up. Hopefully he can build a good squad here. Last picks. These are the last two picks. Last two picks of the draft that we had. Everett Smith. He was tier 1. Tier 1. He had the Chiefs. He won some good playoff games. Made it to, I think he made it to an AFC ship, or he was like 3 points away from going to the AFC ship. So he'll be a tough competition in the AFC. And the last pick was AFC Alex Johnson. So admin getting the last pick, and but he's going to be able to build whoever. That was it, man. So I have the full list. Let's see if I can bring it up over here. This is the list. I have it on my computer. Yep, right here. It's on like a little sticky note, like a computer app sticky note. Let's see if I can make it bigger. I was hoping to. No, I can't. That's tough to see. I know. I'll send this to the chat right now. And we'll get the picks going underway. So I'm gonna send this to the chat. That was the order. So we'll get the picks underway. We'll start with NFC first. So if you're still watching. So thanks for watching, guys.